Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how low the markets can go. We're going to look at the SPY, and we are also going to look at the crypto market as well. Also, I'm going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped your stocks of interest in the comment section of Friday's pre-market analysis video, right after the intro. All right, y'all. Right off the bat, again, in Friday's pre-market analysis video, I warned you guys about this potential reverse head and shoulders that could be happening here. I gave a warning to all of the short sellers to watch out for a potential break of this neckline right over here. All right, and evidently, as you can see, the market opened and it failed to do so. Right here, this doji right here, this very bearish hammer was the trap 15 minutes after the market opened. It tried to break it and it immediately couldn't. And it got rejected throughout the entire day. It tried to make another push back up again and then trap more longs right over here. All right. And right now, I can tell you guys that the market is not looking too good. It's really not. Throughout this entire week, there was like a lot of panic, and it is for good reasons. But just know this: the market, the SPY, is only down by 4%. It's only down by 4%. A true correction in the market is something that looks like this. All right, this was what, a 10% drop. So if you can see a 10% drop on the market, right, within the next few days to the next few weeks, I wouldn't be surprised to see it at around like 3,500. Now, the other reason why I say that, and I'm sure you'll notice the correlation between the traditional markets and the crypto markets. All right, we're gonna look at the crypto market right now, and BTC is looking very exhausted at the moment. And I'm looking at it on the weekly. Again, take a look at the bigger perspective. The intraday charts, yes, they do matter. Yes, for day trading, there is some money to be made. But as a short seller, from the perspective of a short seller, this stock went from this coin went from from 3,000 all the way up to 58,000, and right now it is exhausted, very exhausted. That candle right here is engulfing. Um, best case scenario, best case scenario for the shorts is for this thing to just go up slowly, just a little bit towards 4,600 on Monday and on Tuesday, and then followed up by a complete dump all the way down to 40,000. It wants to touch 40,000. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. All right. So just keep that in mind. Again, for all of you who are indulging in this market, who are trading crypto, just keep that in mind. And the correlation between the two, this one and the SPY, is very strong right now. And a good retracement for this one, not just 40,000, but honestly, I think it can go to at least 36,000. All right, at least 36,000. It's really like, for me, I don't see this thing climbing up immediately and going all the way up to 60,000 and even 70,000 next week or within the next 2 weeks. I honestly don't see it. This thing is very overextended. The volume is getting larger and the selling candles are getting much bigger. So keep that in mind. Another big coin in that space is Ethereum, right? But let's look at Ethereum while we're at it. And right now, Ethereum is looking like the absolute worst. It wants to tank. It is at a previous level of support, right? But how long is that gonna hold? Just keep that in mind. Again, for all of y'all who are trading in this market, keep that in mind. And that also correlates with the traditional markets. So just be prepared, manage your risk accordingly. And day trading is preferred, especially given these market conditions. All right, trading patterns day by day is very much preferred, especially if you look over here. That right here, as you can see, this morning star that formed on the SPY, when that got taken out, then that got me really that got me to change my perspective on it. I wasn't expecting this morning star to get taken out like that. The market is just not looking too good. at the moment, and short sellers may want to go heavy again within the next few weeks. Okay, so just keep that in mind as you're trading these stocks. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest, which also correlates again to what the topic of this video is. The very first one that we're going to talk about, that one is BNGO. All right, and BNGO, it had a very good dip right here at around, let's see, at around $8. All right, it formed the Dragonfly Doji, but it's not holding up very well. This may be a dead cat bounce for a double bottom at $7.85, and it could go lower. I made a previous video on this one. It was looking extremely good, right? The entry was perfect at around 12 to 13 bucks. It went up for one more extra day, and then it got exhausted up here, and then the gap right here made it even worse. Everybody who got in here, again, there's a psychological aspect to when the stock pattern, the chart pattern doesn't perform and it starts lagging, and then fear kicks in and bears also come in and start pushing the stock even downwards. All right, and if we zoom out, if we take a look at this on, like, if we just take a step back on this thing, it has some more room to come down. It has some more room to come down. Again, there's this previous level of support right here, right, that we cannot ignore. It has room to come down. So we want this thing, again, for all of you long-term investors who are who believe in this company. I'm talking about like 3 to 4 to 5 years, right? Be patient with this one, and we want to see this thing actually drop a bit and consolidate for a bit before making an uptrend. Again, the volume is fading. Look at the bottom over here. That volume is getting very, very, very low, which is also not a good sign for longs. All right, so just keep these things in mind as you are trading. These are very important key points, all right, that you should always have in mind. The next one that we'll be talking about in this video, that is airlines in general, so UAL. All right, now for all of you who have been subscribing to the channel, we made money on this one from $45 all the way up to $55. Congratulations to y'all who were able to take this trade with me. Now, I warned y'all on Thursday to pay yourself some. All right, to pay yourself some and not be too greedy. I told y'all that in that Thursday pre-market analysis video. Pay yourself just a little bit. All right, right now the market is retracing. Could it go higher? Yeah, it definitely could. Again, it has a lot of room upwards, but how long is it gonna take to actually breach this previous high? Honestly, I don't know. So that's why I took some money off the table. We'll see how this thing behaves. It may fall down with the market. It may consolidate for a bit, but hopefully y'all listened to that and took some money off the table. All right. Now the next one that we're going to be addressing is Plug. And Plug right now is, I talked about Plug on Friday. I told y'all to watch this for a run because it was looking very, very bullish into the open. It performed really, really well, but the question is for how long though? How long is this thing going to keep performing? And also, if the entire market is down, and if the SPY opens up even lower, where is this thing gonna go next? Could we see a triple bottom? Right, we got the first bottom, we got the second bottom, and then potentially a third bottom, followed by a dump. Right, these are some things that you should keep in mind as you trade in this one. It is oversold right now. Yes, it is. But the trend is still in the favor of the bears. It's still in the favor of the bears. So just keep that in mind as you are trading this stock. All right. Now the last one that we'll be talking about in this video that actually correlates with what I said in the very first one. We're gonna talk about TRIT. All right. And TRIT. This one I made a video on previously when it was at around $8. All right, and I was anticipating this thing to break, and I saw it right at the gates. It immediately fell down. All right, and it didn't do exactly what I wanted it to do, which is to break this neckline right here. Right This neckline right up, let me just remove that. This neckline right over here, it didn't break that, which was very, very aggravating. And then the bears came in and brought the stock back down. This is very similar to what happened to Rocket Mortgage. All right, Rocket Mortgage, that one was covered much, much, much earlier. As you can see right over here, right? Y'all see this thing. Y'all see what is happening. And I hope for all of you beginners out there, I hope you learn it from this. Y'all see what is happening. The reverse head and shoulders was very perfect. I made that video over here. There was money to be made over here. The neckline was the last checkpoint. It did not break. And what happened after that is that it tanked for a while. All right. So we're seeing the same phenomenon with TRIT. Unfortunately, that is what happened with the stock. All right. So we'll see exactly where this thing is going to go. If it shows some signs of bullishness, I will cover this one again in a future video. And that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel grow faster and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these post-market analysis videos, which are released every single day in the afternoon, and the pre-market analysis videos, which are released from Monday to Friday at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul Nguma and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is new to you and you're interested in getting started in the stock market, I left some step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks after signing up with Webull using my very first link in the description below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I'm going to see all of you in the next video. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'm going to see y'all. Enjoy the outro.